Here is one brick. It is made from clay, burnt earth. It is both plastic and non-plastic, organic and pre-industrial, but also manufactured and industrial, standardised and non-standard. In one state, it is plastic and malleable, but once dried and fired, non-plastic and solidified. It is the spirit of a place compressed into 730mm, reflective of the specific geology of an area, the dialect in built form. Brick is a warm material, produced through heat slowly, over weeks and months, drying then quickly at extreme temperatures and clamps. A bad conductor, cool in summer, warm in winter. Brick is also metaphorically and temperamentally warm, intimate and friendly, accessible and honest. The brick is the size it is, so that it will fit in the hand. It goes hand in hand with the hand, a metonym of the ability of men to make things with their hands. I don't want to hear my own voice again. I don't want to hear my opinions. I want a world of facts, of sheer matter. Everything and everyone speaks. But what is it they speak about? Can nothing simply be mute? Are bricks not ultimately mute? They do not speak. They simply observe. Implacable, unstinting. The words left hanging in the air around them suspended. The immutability of matter reversed out and inverted. The space between words.
It looks easy. It looks easier than it is. I thought you could just jump into it, to be honest, but
Yeah,
it's not like that at all. Like I said, different techniques.
There's loads of different like walls, like bonds. I've got your Flemish bonds, English bond.
Because you get put with a group or a bricklayer, and each one will have a different way of bricklaying. So you're always picking up different techniques, but it's the one that works for you. Everyone in the class will have a different way.
Some people say, like, if the wall into a line, some people are all going forward, some people are going backwards, some people are slower.
Site's quicker. You've got to work quicker. Here it's more relaxed and laid back. When you're at work, you've got to have things done for a certain time.
When you're out on site, you're there to make money. You know, once you're qualified, you're there on price. So the faster you do it, the more money you make. It's literally, well, on site, it's you do your wall as fast as you wall, really, as long as it's right. A lot of people thought there's not money in it. I think people thought you're putting a lot of your body on the line. On our site, I think it's about £1 something a block. You know, if you throw down 200 blocks a day, that's over 200 quid. You can't take too long. You can't spend ridiculous amount. Well, it's costing you money and it's costing the company money, so you need to be as fast as you can.
On our site, we've got like someone who Well, like Matty runs our gang, that's who kind of runs me as well. He's got like a book where he like what he's done that week, what everyone's done, then he adds it up, and then what everyone's earned, they get their separate wage.
Some people get £100 per week and that's it. Some apprentices get as little as that. So, but yeah, with mine, it's what hours you do. So if you, again, it's just like being on price but being paid hourly. If you do the hours, you're going to get more money. We have someone that comes round and
like a surveyor.
Yeah,
that's what you've got on surveyor.
He measures up. You know what goes around all the bricklayers, and they'll have to show him what they've built. They'll go around count them and.
If you think of brick, for instance, you say to brick, what do you want, brick? And brick says to you, I like an arch. And if you say to brick, look, arches are expensive, and I can use a concrete lintel over you, what do you think of that? Brick says, I like an arch.
It's a pile of bricks. That's a pile of bricks. This is a pile of bricks. Until you do something with it, it'll always be a pile of bricks. The building behind me, that's art. That's proper art.
The brick is a word. The bond is its sentence. The wall is the story. When I decided to make this film, first place I went to was Olbeck in South Leeds. Don't really know why exactly. Just seemed like the right place to go make a start, I suppose. Perhaps this was because the first time since the 60s in Leeds, they'd started demolishing the old back-to-back slums, leaving all areas of scrubland. Perhaps it was because the 3 Tuscan brick towers that stand over the station and dominate the skyline there. Or perhaps it was because Anthony Gormley's brick man was supposed to have stood there, straddling the train lines, acting as a kind of sentry guard to this part of industrial Leeds. Perhaps it was because I had vivid memories of being taken to Leeds United home games, stuck in traffic next to this beautiful disused viaduct. My dad would marvel at the ingenuity of the Victorian engineering of the blue bricks and the craftsmanship of the bricklaying. Perhaps it was because this viaduct, this folly, ran through the heart of South Leeds as a kind of physical timeline of the Industrial Revolution.
This is scissors,
paper that wraps the brick, scissors that cut the paper, and the brick that blunts the scissors.
Oh, so Siz Pap
Brick.
Brick.
Siz Pap Brick, 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 Siz Pap Brick.
Quality. It's good work. Yeah. How long have you got before it all dries out?
I'm not too sure. I think it's 24 hours or something.
All right, so you got a while to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put on the brick and then on the wall. off. And then you're all done.
Superb.
Bit of a tap.
Bit of a tap down.
I'm sure I got that. And then on the other side.
Yeah. Oops. Not tweaking after
I don't know, say yeah, I think we're alright. So I can come back in future years and I know it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over the window.
8 over the window.
If that one's looking a bit shaky, then you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Very
we're
good.
building Britain step by step.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Here we go.
I just bought my first house in Leeds, and every day I caught the bus to work. And I remember a billboard advertising the Halifax Building Society, with whom I'd just got the mortgage for the house, which showed a multitude of people gathering together to build a house that was itself constructed from the very same people. The image stayed with me. It were an aspirational image of society as constructed through mutual cooperation, but in it, people were also reduced to simple building material, their individuality subsumed to the greater good. This was advertising a newly privatised bank, using images of building society mutualism to peddle a newly stock market floated private concern.
I asked Mum if we could live at home. She said it'd be all right.
Till we get a new house. I wouldn't mind living in an old one myself.
I would. I want a new one with a bathroom and everything.
Me and Bert used to roam all over these hills when we was kids. Blackberry Inn. Won't be blackberries with a blade of grass here much longer.
What did you do that for?
I don't know. Just felt like it, I suppose.
Maybe one of those houses will be for us.
I know.
You shouldn't throw things like that.
It won't be the last one I'll throw.
Click, click, no more bricks. Bricks, bricks. Click, click, no more bricks. There's nothing left to talk about. It's said that as we grow older, the world of facts return to us. Our early years seem fraught with investing meaning, with naming and containing, opening up some potential in what we gather around us. I'm not made for that job anymore. I want to divest those objects of that fraught relationship. I accept them all for what they are. Nothing less and nothing more. What are they again? Like the generation game conveyor belt. What were they again? Parade stuff past me, I will name them and no more. I will not elucidate on their potential. They are not lively, they are mute and dumb. Their molecules locked together in uniform rows. No play, no reaction, no tension, no dynamic, just a dank weight that holds me down. Could I put these thoughts into another's mouth as a form of cruel ventriloquism, to perhaps convince others that I do not feel these things? We miss the thing right at the point of its disappearance and build nostalgic myths right at the point of their redundancy. The world of analogical resemblance has escaped us. The referent escapes the object. Perhaps it always did. Perhaps it's just the desire to return to the simplicity of the brick and the sheet of wood, to questions of skill, measurement and judgment, between the thing made and the materials it's made from. Perhaps this is just naivety. Perhaps everything was always bodged and veneered over. Perhaps everything was simply improvised at that moment. This image that interlaces a 50th of a second, an image that looks whole in HD but quickly looks like it's constructed from bricks, pixels being refreshed constantly, an image that fragments and quickly disperses into blocky codecs, an image that has no place and no time, that diffuses into ether, mocking the materiality of the brick. These images are lost before they are even found. Fluid and interchangeable, seeping into the cavity between walls and floorboards that congregate around aerials and dishes like fireflies, that undermine like water. Are these the foundations we build on? Look, I can edit these pixels. I can break this image apart. I can identify one pixel, one brick making up this image, and I can manipulate it, make it change colour, make it behave in a way it wouldn't recognise. I can be a builder, an architect of this realm. One brick in the wall, undifferentiated, substantial, unmoving. Now everything seems fluid. Nothing weighs us down, no Sisyphus boulder to cart us systemic, around. Structural, no modular, bricks to swallow, pure abstraction without the need for no context to commit dragged down by subject matter and narrative, by the world and its attendant baggage, pushing the rock, laying the brick, for ephemeral and never get browsing. The other flighty and insubstantial, the on-beat, rhythmic, bricks beating out new tribal lower, slower. This is what I found out. This is what I've brought back for you. Like a cat leaving a dead bird on the doorstep. I haven't travelled very far. Just around my own backyard. Here are my discoveries.